Now here, so if you want to work on different browsers, every browser will have a version, right? Every browser will have a version. First of all, should know go for Chrome browser, something like Chrome browser. Now, if you go for Chrome browser, there is a version for this Chrome browser. What is the version? Just go to the help. There you can there you can find the about Google Chrome. What is the version we are using?
109.04.
Yeah, 109.
054.
Yeah, 54. So using this version, you need to download that Chrome driver. You need to download the Chrome driver. So first one is Chrome browser. So based on based on based on the version, we need to download the driver. So just go to the Google page and go to the Google and search for Chrome driver. So search for Chrome driver.
Yes.
Got it? Now click on the Chrome driver. So here you find the latest version. Yes. What is the version is? 102.0.44, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you need to download this Java driver. Okay. So I'll send the URL also. Just if you click on that link, it will automatically can download it. So now go to Google page, search for Chrome driver, click on the link. So right. Next one is, so once you download it, now we can go with the next one is Firefox driver. Say Firefox browser. So we need to have your Firefox browser. So now we already worked with Chrome browser. Now we need to download your Firefox. For older version, we no need to download. We no need to download the driver. That is, for if you're using, for example, if you're using 35 or 36, you no need to download it. Above 40 versions, we need to download the driver and set the path in the script. That is, we need to use the set property in the script. So what we need to do is, if you're using a older version, you don't need to download any driver for Firefox, right? If you're using above 40 versions, what we can do is just you can download it and can set the path in your script itself. So where you've been downloaded, for example, you have been downloading C drive in your machine, right? So you need to give the C path where Firefox has been downloaded. Okay.
Okay.
So this is a Firefox browser. So if you're using the Chrome browser, so what we need to is we need to create an object for, we need to set the path system dot set the property of, so what is the component we are working? WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver. For example, I've been downloading D drive, right? D colon Chrome driver dot exe. This is the path we need to set for the Chrome browser. So set property is a method, WebDriver is a component, Chrome driver is a driver file, and where it's been downloaded, it's been downloaded in the D column. So this is the syntax for working with Chrome driver. Right now, when you're working with below for 35, you no need to set the path directly. We can give the variable like Firefox driver some variable equal to new Firefox driver. So we need to create an object for the browser driver and we need to give the path. That's all. For older version, I'm saying, for older version. Now, when you're using our latest version, when you're working with the latest version, so we need to give the path for set property. System dot set property of WebDriver dot. Now, if you are using above version, we need to download Gecko driver. You need to download your Gecko driver. Gecko driver. You need to download the Gecko driver and we need to set the path. So WebDriver dot gecko dot driver d:// and here you can use gecko driver dot exe. Okay, no? Gecko driver dot exe. This is the path we need to mention. Okay, got it?
Yes.
So if you're using above version, we need to download and we need to set the path. And if you are working with the older version, we no need to have any driver. Just you can create an object for the driver and that's all. That's all. So this is
Okay.
okay. So this is for Firefox. This is for Chrome and this is for Firefox. Now, if tomorrow you're going to work on Safari, something like okay. So again, what we need to do, same thing. We need to download the Safari driver and set the path in this script. Same what we have done is just we need to use that in system.setProperty WebDriver dot Safari dot driver d:// I've been stored my driver in D drive. That's why I'm giving d:// So use Safari driver dot exe. Okay, this one.
Okay.
Right. So here once you create it, we need to write Chrome driver d = new Chrome driver. This is the object we are going to create. So first we need to set the path. We need to create an object. Similarly, for this older version, it doesn't require any set path. Directly you can give. For Safari also, we can write Safari driver, some variable d = new Safari driver. New Safari driver. So these are the path which you need to set for Safari. Oh, sorry. I created for this for Safari, right? Now for Firefox Gecko driver, we need right WebDriver some variable = new Gecko driver.
Now it's Firefox driver, right?
Which one? So you can give,
WebDriver D = new Firefox driver.
yeah, you can give WebDriver also.
Okay. Okay.
You can give WebDriver also, or else you can go for Firefox driver d = new Firefox driver. You can give in that way, or else you can directly look into the WebDriver D with new Gecko driver. That's all.
Okay.
So this is for using this Firefox driver, Chrome browser, Firefox browser now. So we can work with Internet Explorer also. Internet Explorer driver. So for that, what we do is just again we need to download that. So how do you download is just go to the Google search and try for IE driver server. And when you can click on the IE driver server download, there you can find the IE driver server. Click on that. So here you can find the, or else I'll show you 1 second. Forget about these things. We'll try with the Internet Explorer driver. Okay. Internet Explorer server. Click on that. 1 second. Where is the IE driver server? Issue later. See, here you can find downloads. Click on the downloads. On the downloads, you can find, see, IE driver server. Okay, na? So there you can find your operating system. Either it may be 32-bit or 64-bit. So you can go with the 64-bit. Okay.
Okay.
Go to Google page, search for in IE driver server, download, click on a link. So once you click on that and click on Windows 64-bit. 64-bit. So these are the steps for downloading your Internet Explorer driver. Right?
Yes.
Now after that we need to write so system dot set the property of webdriver dot IE dot driver p:// IE drivers server dot exe. That is the path of the file. Now you can write as Internet Explorer driver d equal to new Internet Explorer driver. Okay. So this is how we are going to mention that. Okay.
Okay.
Now we have downloaded the Chrome driver, Internet Explorer driver, Safari driver, Firefox driver. If you want, you can go with the Opera, same thing. Okay, we usually in companies usually work with the Chrome and Firefox, Chrome browser. And if you want to work on like cross browser testing or parallel testing, in that case, we need to download all your drivers to set the path. That's all. Okay.
Yeah. They don't work with Opera and Safari?
Safari, I just told you, this is Safari which you're going to work it on, right?
Right. What in Opera? Do they like to work with Opera?
No, it's not necessary to work it on Opera, right? So if
Okay.
you have a browser with your Opera, then you can work it out. It's not mandatory to work on that.
Okay.
The maximum, most of the companies usually used to work with Internet Explorer. 90% is Chrome browser and the remaining just 10 to 15% other browsers. Now, when you want that 10% is for working with the different browsers, parallel testing or cross browser testing.
Okay.
So these are the browsers which we need to download. Next one is Note. So to print a statement, in Java, we use system.out.println. Welcome to Selenium. This is the statement which you're going to use. Okay, if you want to print anything, we use system.out.println, and inside the quotations, we need to mention the statement inside that. Okay.
Okay.
Now, to comment a single line, in Java, we use double slash. Next, to comment multiple lines in Java, we use slash star and ends with the star slash. Okay, ends with the star slash.
Okay.
Now, next, methods and locators in WebDriver. First part is methods and locators in WebDriver. What are the methods present in the WebDriver? What are the locators? Methods are nothing but operations. Locators are nothing but properties of object. Properties of object. So methods are nothing but operations and locators are nothing but properties of object. First of all, we'll see what are the methods. What operations you can perform in an object, in a window. web page. If you consider it in a web page, what operations you can perform. The first method is get method. Get to invoke an application or to call an application. To invoke an application or to call an application. So syntax is object dot get. We need to mention the URL inside the, okay, na? Object dot get URL. Example is object dot get. So what is the URL you want to enter? For example, I want to enter my Google page. Okay, na?
Okay.
This is the syntax. So to get function is to invoke an application. Get function is to invoke an application. Second one, navigate TO2. Navigate to is also used to invoke an application. We can use any one of this. Invoke or to call an application. To call an application. Either can choose get method or can use navigate to method. Both for both for invoking an application. So syntax is object dot navigate dot TO2 URL. So example is object dot. I'll tell you what the object in the next session. First we go with the object dot get. So dot get. So TO2. So whatever the URL, you need to mention the URL of the page.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now I want to maximize my window. If you want to maximize my window, maximizing window. To maximize the current window. So syntax is object dot manage dot window dot maximize. Window dot maximize. So you are going to maximize the window. This is the function which you are going to use for maximizing the current window. Maximizing the current window. Okay.
Okay.
Next. Fourth one. Get a title. What is the title of the page? So for example, if you open this page, what is the title of this page? See, just when you place the cursor here, download selenium.dov. That is the title of the page, right? This is the title of the
Right.
page. And this is the URL of the page. This is the URL of the page.
Okay.
So if you want to get the title of the page, we use get function, get title. So to get the title of the current page. So syntax is object dot get title. Now if you want to print this title, we use so what do you use? If you want to print the statement, what do you use?
System.println.
Yes, system.out.println. Okay, so use system.out.println of object.get title. Object.get title, right? And you can also
Right.
use one more procedure for storing this title. We can store them in a variable. String some variable equal to object.get title. String is a data type. Name of the title, that's the name of that element, right? So if you want to print a name, so we use this string function in data type is a part of Java, right? So I'm going to use system.out.println a. So what's I'm doing out here, I'm going to get the title of the page and I'm going to store it in a variable a, which is a data type string. That variable a, whatever the title I'm going to get, that a variable a will be printed here, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you either can use directly by system.out.println object.get title, or you can store the title in a variable and you can print that variable.
Okay.
So next one is get a current URL. To get the current URL of the page. URL of the page. So syntax is object dot get a current URL. Right? So to print this, system dot out dot println object dot get a current URL or so string b equal to object dot get current URL, and I'm doing system dot out dot println of b. So either you can use any one of this. Either you can use this method or you can use this method. It's not mandatory to use the same method, right? Okay, now?
Okay. Okay.
These are the different methods. Next, we'll go with the next method is I want to move next page. I want to move to the next page. We use a function called forward function. Forward. To move to is a function to move to next page or next window. Next page or next window. We use forward. So syntax is object dot navigate dot forward. Navigate dot forward. Mean that I'm going to the next page. We use forward method. Next, back method is to move to the previous page. To move to previous page. Previous page. So syntax is object dot, we can use directly object dot back. Okay, object dot back. I want to refresh my page. I want to refreshing the current page. Current page. So syntax is object dot refresh. Okay, no? Got it?
Yes.
So if I'm going fast, just tell me. There's a, or else if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I'm going for the next one is ninth one is I want to close my browser, current browser. So we use a function called close to close the current window, to close the current window. Okay. So syntax is object dot get, or directly you can use object dot close. Object dot close. Now, next one is quit. So for example, you open my 5 pages or 5 browsers, Internet Explorer, Safari, Opera, or something like. If you want to close all the pages or all the browsers, we use quit function. We use quit function. Okay. We use to quit or to close all the browsers or pages. So syntax is object dot quit, right? So automatically it will close your browsers, close all your browsers. Okay, now next we can go with find element. We call it as a find element. For example, in this page, I want to get the download. I want to click on this button, or I want to click on this. I want to search something in the text box, or else I want to click this link. So in that case, we use function called find element. We'll call it as a find element. So to capture a particular element from the current window, we use. So if you want to capture a particular object from the current window, we use find element. Okay, na? Find element. Syntax is object dot find element of, I'll tell you this, just note down, just don't get, you can confusable. That find element and find element, once you come that topic, I'll explain you. Okay.
Okay.
By dot something like locator with the locator, name of the locator. Dot operations. Like click or send keys. Okay. No?
Okay.
Find elements. If you want to count, for example, you want to count the number of links or number of buttons or number of radio buttons or number of check boxes. In that case, we used to have over find elements. Okay, na? Find elements.
Okay.
Okay, na? So these are all the different methods we are going to perform the application. So first method is get method, navigate to method, maximizing window, title of the page, URL of the page. Next, we'll go with the forward function, backward method, refresh method, close, quit, find element, and find elements. So these are all called as methods. Okay.
Okay.
Next, when you go for locators, ID, name, class name, tag name, link text, locator, expert. So these are called as properties. Now, what do you mean by property of an object? For example, I'm a man. Man have multiple properties: name, color, height, width. Next, address, email ID, contact number. All these are all the properties of a particular man. Okay. For example, consider a pen. Pen has multiple properties. What is the property of a pen? Color, brand, height, width, all this manufacturing date, all these are all the properties of a pen. Okay, na?
Okay.
So here we are having a objects like text box, buttons, links, radio buttons. Further also we are having some properties. So what is the property? ID, name, class name, tag name, link text, CSS locator, XPath. Right?
Right.
Note. If ID, comma, name, comma, class name, comma, link text are not available, then we can consider the XPath of the object. If you don't find these properties, in that case, there is an alternative method where you can work is XPath. Using the XPath, you can identify the property of an object. So this is the overall part of your WebDriver. First, methods and locators. We'll see in practical separately. Okay. Just
Okay.
what are the things I'm going to explain you. Okay. So these are all the methods and locators in WebDriver. So when you want to work in the different browsers, first we should have to inspect an every element, and using that every element, we need to identify them and we need to perform the operations. So we already shown that what are the browsers: Chrome browser, Internet Explorer, Safari, Opera, all these things, right?
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, just to go through this. Tomorrow we'll start with the how to take the installation process. Okay. Na?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. You're gonna send me the recording, right?
Yeah, you'll get it today. You will get all these things today, right?
Okay, I get both recordings, right? From yesterday and today?
Yeah, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you.
Uh-huh.